Thank you, Fook. Onno Wouters, Manager Audit at Coney, aka Data Rockstar at Coney. Yes, data is our passion. A data-driven mindset, that is the core of our DNA. Without data, we are nothing. 8 minutes is pretty short for one tool. I'm going to use the 8 minutes to show you 3 tools. However, showing you the tool is not enough. I will guide you through one of our topics, our transfer pricing dashboard. We will go through the entire process and show you step by step what is needed to create such a dashboard. Transfer pricing is hot and happening. Especially internationally operating companies have to deal with it when trading between branches across borders. At arm's length is a key principle. Intercompany transactions have to be treated the same way, with the same pricing methodology as third-party transactions. Exceptions or deviations are possible but have to be agreed upon with the tax authorities. If these arrangements are made, you will have to monitor your processes continuously to ensure that the requirements are met at all times. Evidence has to be provided when requested by the tax inspector. Regulations are changing tremendously, so continuous monitoring of the deviations and requirements is becoming more and more essential. On the screen behind me, you see my colleague building a canvas in Lavastorm, one of our analytics tools. Multiple events are included. In general, for a useful and proper analysis, input comes from several different sources. Lavastorm is perfectly capable to handle this. Here we see that the data is coming from several different sources. From the ERP system, we retrieve sales information about all our sales orders. From Salesforce, we have retrieved data about sales price standards. What prices have we agreed with our customer? Also, at the bottom, we have included data from our workflow system, so we can check which activities were performed with every sales order. Next, the imported data will be enriched by combining the sales order data with the customer information data to gather information about the sales locations and the standards. We will also be able to check if our workflow data is complete and correct. At the end of this analysis, we will have 2 files. If we zoom in on the first file, we can see this is an event log. An event log is particularly suitable to upload into process mining. In the background, you see process mining, a tool that gives you insights into your processes quickly and easily. Jasper is actually uploading the data right now. Although the image is not very clear, for a trained user, the process overview as shown will provide sufficient information. To make it more clear, we have edited the picture and started the animation. As you can see, it now includes both red and green bullets. Red bullets are orders concerning third-party sales, and green bullets are orders concerning intercompany sales. If we look at the green bullets, we can see that certain steps are skipped. This makes sense in this case, as we have to perform less checks on intercompany orders than on third-party orders, since this is a company of our own that is located abroad. Because we already know these customers, we don't need to perform client acceptance tests or client liability checks. Furthermore, we don't have to perform sales activities, so less time is spent on intercompany customers. This analysis could perfectly support the explanation to the tax authorities of why we are charging intercompany customers a lower price than third-party customers. Next, in the top right corner, a bar is filling with all the orders that have run through the process. We see 1,110 third-party orders and 875 intercompany orders. Also, we can see that the running time of an intercompany order is much lower than the running time of a third-party order. This is the case because the process of third-party sales is much more efficient. Orders are placed on Thursday and delivered on Friday in bulk. All these exceptions discussed can be used as justification towards the tax authorities why lower sales prices are charged to intercompany sections than to third parties. And now, my favorite part. We're going to show you Tableau. To show you how easy it is to use Tableau and how easy it is to provide insights, we have made a short video. This video is played 4 times faster than reality and will give you a good example of what needs to be done in order to create an animation instead of just showing numbers. Here you are able to see in what countries we have conducted business. The larger the circle, the larger the revenue. Adding a color to the animation makes it able to see whether or not this revenue was profitable. Or are there regions in general that generate less profit than others? Okay, let's look at the dashboard we have created. Here we see a map of the world with all our customers in one overview. Below the map is a breakdown by segment and by product category. A complete overview of profitable and onerous orders. By using filters, we can zoom in on several different topics or areas. Multiple sales dashboards have been created. We are able to detect seasonality patterns like annual growth and keep track of results over the years. As mentioned before, we can see more details like profit contribution by adding filters. This is broken down in intercompany and third company, so the balance is shown. The top right corner shows that the third-party sales and intercompany sales are relatively similar. However, the profit margin shows more deviation. All these insights are very useful for sales representatives. Zooming in on profit margin makes it clear that this analysis gives insight into transfer pricing activity. This shows that the profit margin of intercompany orders is lower than that of third-party orders. The graph in the top right corner depicts the margin of all intercompany orders. Most of the countries are in line with each other. However, we clearly see that one country deviates from the others. When Jasper hovers over this example, we can see that this country is Gabon. There could be a perfectly valid reason why we would charge a lower transfer price in Gabon compared to other countries. For example, the life standard could differ from other countries. Another very useful overview. Finally, the real transfer pricing analysis. Transfer pricing 1 is showing you whether or not the charge prices of the intercompany sales orders are within the deviation standards arranged with the tax authorities. Does it deviate from the arranged standard of 10%? As we can see, 72% of the orders are within the boundaries of the arranged deviations. However, there are also a few above and below these boundaries. These orders contain financial exposure, which can be viewed in our final dashboard. Here, we see the number of orders and their financial exposure. How much money is at stake if the tax authorities pay us a visit and reject these orders? By combining the 3 tools, we have created a useful solution that provides you with clear and easy-to-understand transfer pricing overviews. And that is most likely our most important strength. Combining tools with our innovative way of thinking to provide you with a customized solution.